Welcome to my kitchen. We have pumpkin muffins on the menu today. These are fast and easy to make. They're healthy. They're whole food, plant-based. There's no oil or sugar in them, but they're really tasty and they freeze well. So make up a batch, put them in the freezer, and pull one out in the middle of the afternoon for a little pick-me-up. Hi, I'm Karen. On my YouTube channel, I demonstrate how to make simple, healthy, and tasty food fast. As a coach, I help people who struggle with overeating. I myself struggled for nearly 50 years, constantly losing weight and then gaining it back again, until I hit on a solution. And I've written up that solution into an ebook, 6 Strategies for Permanent Weight Loss. And if you look into the description box below, you'll find a link where you can download it for free. So now, let's get cooking. We'll start with the dry ingredients first. And I find that a cup of whole wheat flour and a cup of white flour works the best. I think if you use 2 cups of whole wheat flour, it's just way too dense. I've also tried whole wheat pastry flour, and it seems to be a little gummy. So I haven't tried white whole wheat flour yet. And if any of you have tried it and like the results you've gotten, please let me know in the comments below. So we've got white flour and whole wheat flour. And to that, I'm adding 1/3 cup of date sugar. So I want to say just a minute about date sugar. This is not like ordinary sugar. It's simply dates that have been dehydrated and pulverized. Still has the fiber intact, which makes it great for baking. Not so great for tea, because the fiber, when you put it in your tea, makes it gloppy. Doesn't dissolve the way normal sugar does. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, and 3 teaspoons, which is a tablespoon, of pumpkin pie spice. You can use only 2 teaspoons if you prefer, and you can also just use cinnamon if you don't have pumpkin pie spice. So let's just make sure that that gets all mixed up together. Now onto the wet ingredients. We're starting with a can of pumpkin puree. Next, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of unsweetened applesauce and 1/3 cup of plant milk. In this case, it's soy milk. I'm also going to add 1/4 cup of raisins to this mix. You can add a little bit of vanilla, but that's totally optional. Okay, mix that up. Now I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees. Now comes the fun. And this is kind of the critical, we're adding the wet ingredients to the dry. And it's very hard to stir, so you'll need to make sure you have a sturdy spatula. And don't be tempted to add more liquid, because it will be a fairly dense batter. In fact, it'll be almost like a dough. Well, you don't need it, but don't be tempted to add more liquid, because it'll get kind of just have a gummy texture. But this will take some working. Just want to make sure that you have all your flour incorporated. And at this stage, where things are almost completely mixed around, if you'd like, it's optional, but I have 1/4 cup of chopped almonds. And just make sure that you get all the flour up from the bottom. I think that's pretty good. I'll switch to a smaller spatula. This recipe is going to make 15 or 16 muffins. So, 1/4 cup is my preferred muffin size. I'm measuring out 1/4 cup, and then I will put it into my muffin tin. So I've got my 12 muffins in silicone muffin liners, and also have another 4 in paper. So now I'm going to pop these in the oven for 25 minutes. I'll check them after 25, but that's usually what it takes. Okay, these are out of the oven now, and I'm getting them on a cooling rack. These silicone muffin cups are really nice. I can see the muffin just pulls right out of it. Pumpkin muffins, the perfect pick-me-up for an afternoon snack. If you think you'll try this video, please give it a thumbs up. And while you're at it, subscribe to my channel and click the bell. You'll get a notification every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.